hit live here. And hey, true believers, England team here for the last 16 episodes. We've gathered some awesome comic covers, and now we're going to put them against each other and see which one we believe to be the best of the best. And I'm feeling kind of good on this one. There's not a lot of unbalanced. You know, I've always the one thing I have against brackets is when you're doing this, you'll have like two of the best against each other and then two of the worst. You're like, okay, why is that worst one surviving the second round? But there's not that much of that going on here because they're all freaking really good this time around. Hello to everybody in the chat. And what are we talking about? I did fix the date in the thing there. Today we had no electricity, so I am very happy we're able to do this. That y'all didn't even know we were gone. All right. So with that said, waiting on Eric. Are you there, dude?
Yep.
All righty. There you go. And installing. And also, I guess I should ask you guys to stall because I realized I didn't put the overlays in, so we got to do that as well.
I gotta ask: Is this camera moving slow for you, Breen?
What?
Is Aaron's camera moving slow?
Oh, is it slow?
Yeah. Ooh, that was weird.
I told you.
I look like one of those things.
Well, remember when you were a kid and you would move the pencil up and down? It would look like it was bending.
That's I know. Look, those are some wobbly arms, man. It looks rubber. That is really cool. Thankfully, we're going to be talking about some bracket fights, and that's just pictures, and that's stable. I thought you were talking about the restless leg thing, you know, because I always shake the camera.
But we're just proved correct that you are a bouncing boy.
I am bouncing boy from the Legion of Superheroes. Come back in time to basically not make money. Alrighty, let's see.
How diabolical!
Yes, that is the plan.
You're a front for something else.
Yeah, I'm the first wave of the alien attack. Alrighty, and fun times.
No, you're just striving to be like Disney, not make money.
There you go. Well, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they do it so much. I do it so much better than them, though. Okay, what is missing here? All right, by all means, what's going on in the chat at this point, other than laughing at me, because that's a sport already.
He's truly become a puppet.
Say again.
Jack says he's truly become a puppet.
Yeah, Pixel is taking over.
Angleton, you were living in the dark ages.
I'd
be afraid to live like in Florida with no power for like a good month or two.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Yeah, after hurricanes, sometimes we're without power, and it is ridiculously hot.
Yeah, and water is you can't. Yeah, no power, no running water.
Well, the thing is you're used to it, right? So that's not really a problem. If you're a Floridian, you've got your backup. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so the water thing doesn't really come into play very often.
As long as you're not flooded out, though.
Well, yeah, but also if you're prepared. I have seen newbies not be. So it is.
Oh, Henry is now known as Cheap Comics. Cheapo Comics. He changed his name.
Henry is Cheap Comics.
Cheapo.
No, I think as Eric and Boyd that did that.
Wait. You might be correct. Because Henry's right above him. Okay. Yeah. Eric and Boyd changed his name to Cheapo Comics. Zippo Comics would have been cooler. Be one of the Marx brothers.
That's Zeppo.
Well, we can't say everything correctly, can we?
Yeah, but you would think just by laws of averages, you would get something right. Come on.
Next, you're gonna know there's a Santa Claus.
Okay.
But Eric, I'm sorry you kind of partially left the Legion of Erics, but you know.
Yeah, there's a couple of you out there. All right. Once again, apologize for all the holdbacks and such. I'm ahead enough here. Let's get things started here. Okay, Eric, you can start us off, and we're voting on round one. Oh, let me put that
is
in
true.
there.
I forget you're not in Florida, because right now they have Hurricane Helene down there.
I am so jealous. I'm missing a freaking hurricane. You know, they said, oh, it's going to rain all week. And I walk out, oh my gosh, it's raining. It's raining a lot today. I walk in, it's sprinkling at best. At best. One thing of lightning. I want my God of thunder above our heads, destroying everything around us. I miss it. I actually miss it. I miss the freaking rough storms. Anyway,
complains about the basement flooding, but he wants rain.
No, I don't want the basement flooding. I just want the thunder and lightning.
The joys of the basement versus Florida. Your house floods.
Right? Yeah, you build a basement in Florida. You got an indoor swimming pool. Okay, so here you go, Eric. You start us off.
I'm gonna go with Twilight Zone.
Alrighty. And how about you, Vank?
Yeah, the art's better on Twilight Zone. Mad Love is a great story, but not a fan of that style.
Well, I do love this style, and I love this cover, but holy shit. That is a great cover on Twilight Zone, man. And that is exactly what I said when I first saw it. I was like, oh. And then you recognize all the detail on the Cleopatra cover on the Twilight Zone here, and it is amazing. The fact you can tell what's going on in the hieroglyphics behind her is enough to vote Twilight Zone. All right, let's see what the chat is saying here. I'm picturing you standing on the roof screaming, "You call this a storm?" That's basically it. Yeah. It's Cheapo is saying, yeah, this is a tough one. Twilight Zone from Glenzer, One Slick, and Michael Taylor. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3. Maranya, no contest. Twilight Zone for the win. Okay, Batman from Joe. Let's see, and we got Twilight Zone from Brian saying narrowly, and then Dark Admiral says Twilight Zone. Zoink, zoink, I'm noticing a pattern here. Yeah, I got to go with Twilight Zone as well, says Cheapo. And Batman from Ethereal. Damn, TZ, I guess, says Jackson. Alrighty. And then we have Batman from Henry. Okay, and it was close. It was close. And once again, if you have a late vote and you want to put it in there, if it changes anything, we'll change it and we will count it. But for now, it was 3 for Harley Quinn and 11 for Batman, or for Twilight Zone. So there you go. That yeah. So he wins. That's basically how this one works. So, or she wins. Is this a Batman comic? No, it's a Harley Quinn comic. All right. And there we go. And let's get round 2 up. RDV, you could start us on this one. It's a very simple show today. Very easy. Okay, we have Astro City versus the Marvel family. Let me put up the start. Round 2.
Which one do I think the crowd's going to go with without looking at the chat? Or which one I think is better?
Which one do you think is better?
I know, right?
And then say why. Maybe you can influence.
If that's the case, I would be a famous YouTuber. No. I'm going with Astro City, actually. I love the art style more on that. Where it's like you get the Marvel family. Yeah, it's cute. They're all punching at the same time. But, like, the art's better on the left. I love that.
How about you, Eric?
Yeah, as much as I enjoyed Synchronized Slugging the other night, I've got to go with Astro City.
Okay, I'm the same way.
Astro City.
Listen to you. Yeah, the different colors, the way the hand looks up against the window, where you see the sun shining in versus where she is shadowed by the heroine. There's so much going on there it looks simple, far more simple than the Marvel family. And the Marvel family does have no soup for you. as he's knocking that over. But yeah, Astro City all the way here for me. All right, let's see what others say. Cheapo is saying Astro City, and Maranya says again, no contest. Give it to the Marvel family. Alrighty, and let's see, Marvel family from Joe, and we have Astro City from Jackson, and we have Marvel family from Brian saying no stood for you. Astro City from Henry and Glinzer. Alrighty, and then we have Marvel family from Ethereal, and Astro City from Michael Taylor. And then we have, let's see, it's going to be close. Do I have to pull out the, yes, this thing needs a little bit more help, but it gets it in the forms of Dark Admiral and One Slick. All right, any last minute bids? And let us know, just put them right on in there. And if they change anything, we will change it. But for now, alrighty, this is actually, any last minute votes might actually change things, because the it's 7-6 in Astro City's favor. Alrighty, that's a close one. That, you're right, that was a rough one, but one is just pure fun and the other one was just pure technical achievement here. All right, let's move on to let me put the writing in there. I like doing that. So round 3. Fight. Whoops, no, not fight. Fight. All right, there we go. And here it is for round 3. Okie dokies, kids. We're gonna move on. It's my turn to start the voting, and I've got Infinity Gauntlet versus the Fairest. Oh shit! Now this is a rough one. Oh my gosh, man. George Perez versus who is that? Is that? That's Adam Hughes. Shit.
Adam Hughes.
All that detail in just one awesome single image. I'm gonna hang my head on this one as I vote. But in all honesty, once again, the fact that what we're seeing is someone in a mirror, the way the hand looks while he's writing, I've got to go with Adam Hughes here. I'm going to go with Fairest. How about you, Eric? I know, right? These are two greats against each other.
There's barely more detail in the Infinity Gauntlet than the Fairest, which is saying something for Fairest. But when George Perez does covers like this, it's hard to vote against him, and I can't do it, so I'm going to go Infinity Gauntlet.
I can't blame you. Can't blame you. Oh, by the way, I was scoring some comics today off of our brackets. Crisis number 7 didn't win. All righty. What do you think there, RDB?
I'm torn. One is very cluttered on the left, but I love the detail of the glove and the lines crossing across it. Give me like a little spark, flare off each of the gems. But also Ferris is like, so if I'm watching Stifler's mom. Oh. It's like,
Jennifer Coolidge was never this hot.
But I'm trying to think of the movie they made fun of when they made fun of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I forget what it's called. I can't remember what that movie's called, but it is what it's called. Oh man, I'm going Ferris. Sorry, not because cheesecake, because drawing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, just writing the name on it on a mirror.
Okay, and let's see how the chat fares on this. I don't think we're on the winning side here. Glinzer says Infinity Gauntlet. Brian says Fairest. Alrighty, and then we've got Jackson and Joe and Cheapo Comics saying Infinity Gauntlet, and Cheapo adds in a holy pepperoni. Alrighty, so they take.
I'll never call them Cheapo Comics. That is,
I know I'm having a hard time with it too. And it's like calling
it's Ed Brewer and Breen. That's what it is, right? Ed Brewer and Boyd.
Yeah. Infinity Gauntlet says Dark Admiral and One Slick. Alrighty, taking they're pulling away. Fairest. Thanos is so overrated with that power glove, says MK. Alrighty, and we've got, I love George Perez. He's the best, but I go Ferris says, va, 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 boom. Okay, and Henry says, great George Perez cover, inking himself, Infinity Gauntlet. And then we've got, I'm sorry, late new MK stuff hit today. Well, your life has been taken over now. Tough one, Infinity Gauntlet, says Michael. All right. Fairest is sadly not the fairest in this round. Infinity Gauntlet for the win. And then let's see. You could still call me Eric and not Fairest Bueller. Ha!
You can call me Al.
You can call me Al. Call me Al. All righty. With 100% more wins. Infinity Gauntlet.
Of course.
Yeah, honestly, though, wouldn't it have been kind of weird if someone named Va 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 Voom did not vote for Fairest?
Yeah, no, that it's like it's almost unfair that it. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right on that one.
Save Fairest.
Save Fairest. Alrighty.
Fairest.
How do dish? Okay.
I didn't start anything. I've only raised an idea.
All right. Round 4. Fight. All right. And there we go. Put that one in there. And it is your turn again, Mr. Eric. And I don't know. We got an iconic cover versus one that just people said, that is really good. And we've got Punisher 129 versus She-Hulk number 11.
Spider-Man 129.
All righty. How about you, Artiv?
What do you say?
Is it
Artiv? Well, I gotta say, it is 129. Thank you for reminding me what the number was. I forgot.
You know, that was one of the original questions in our Jeopardy.
That's why I said I forgot.
Yeah, and it floored me. I was like, really? Okay. Yeah, I dig on that Savage She-Hulk, but 129 not only is iconic, I truly believe it's a better cover.
I don't know why. I've always thought it was 127. I don't know why.
Eric, if MK was in here, I'd let him do the fight voice. All right, so Glenzer says 129. Spidey is the only choice, says Jackson. One Slick Dude says Spider-Man, and so does Eric and Boyd. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and Dark Admiral is saying Punisher, so that's 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. This may be unanimous. Spidey from Joe, another no contest. Punisher for the win, says Maranya. Spidey from Joe and Spidey from Maranya. Spidey from Brian. Michael Taylor. Gil Kane, Spider-Man 129, even though I really like Michael Golden's art. And that's from Henry. And alrighty, so we got 3. And then we've got She-Hulk from Va 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 Boom. Alrighty, I didn't want it to be sweet.
The problem with She-Hulk on that cover, she looks like a thing of either broccoli or lettuce, or what's called a celery.
Asparagus.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
I think so. Yes, it's kind of a in between broccoli.
She looks like a vegetable character.
Alrighty. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, the Punisher wins on this one. So
really, wouldn't it have been kind of strange if someone named Va 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 Voom didn't vote for the hot chick?
I think I detect a running joke.
Well, at my age, they're more like sitting, but yes.
Okay, yeah. Alrighty, RDV, you get to carry us into. Whoop, hold on, let me write this one down. This one's a tough one to me. Both of them are incredible. One of them particularly so. And 6. Alrighty. RDV, you get to start us on Spectre versus Hulk.
Hulk. It just looks more badass to me. Spectre looks like I'm Pixel, raising my hand. Out to you. Looks more cartoonish. Or the Hulk.
Eric. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say the Hulk looks more frightening because his eyes are people. You know, the iris is turning green. He's getting ready to Hulk out.
Okay. And Eric, what do you say?
Well, I can't disagree with them because it's not like that didn't win its own night. But there's something about the Spectre cover. It just that one just kind of grabs me a little bit more.
You know what the Spectre's hand reminds you of? I'm watching Bill and Ted, and that's death. With that hand coming out like that.
I just kind of want to say, why, thank you, thing.
That too.
That's funny. Alrighty, let's see. For me, it's actually looking at it when they popped up. This is not a hard choice. The Spectre is way freaking better. The detail, the people on the book of Judgment, the hand coming out that you're making fun of just is awesome. And you know, for such a simple costume, damn, that green and white just, yeah, that's all over it, man. All right, so One Slick, Glenzer, Va-Va-Voom, MK, all say Spectre. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we've got Hulk from Joe. And Henry, I believe, agrees, saying Iron Maiden, Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Okay, and then we've got Spectre from Dark Admiral and anybody's guess. All righty. And hello and welcome. I hope you have fun. Dang Nabbit Spectre, very, very close, says Eric and Boyd. And Spectre from Rhaegar as well. Boink, boink. And then we have, damn, this is a tough choice. I have to pull out the satchel, it seems, but I'm voting for the Hulk, Maranya says. And then we've got, hey, Christina from, and Christina first says, hey, everyone. And everybody says, hey, Christina. If you haven't said, hey, Christina, or to well, we got it, anybody's guess, by all means, welcome. Spectre, because the straight jacket shouldn't have all the creases. They're canvas, not cotton, says Brian Stam. All righty. And then we have, I don't know, man, extremely tough, says Michael Taylor, giving it to the Spectre, as well as Jackson saying Spectre. All righty. Let's see. And feel free to vote if you want to there, Christina. Kind of reminds me of the Quiet Reut cover too, and then we have ahoy to Christina. So there you go. All righty. Once again, if you have a vote and it comes in late, if it changes anything, we will definitely change it for you. Oh, did I skip Rhaegar on this one? What did Rhaegar vote? Where is Rhaegar? Spectre. Okay. Yep. There we go. All righty. And that's the one that tipped it for the Spectre. All right. Let me get the stop.
I would never associate with chopped liver. That's just too good for you.
All righty. So once again, close one. We have 5 for the Hulk and 13 for the Spectre. So that is the one that moves on. All righty. And let's see. Is that...
yeah, I agree, Henry. Sometimes the better cover does not win. It all depends on who's.
Sometimes it does.
This was not one of those times, but yeah.
Absolutely. All righty. So I'm going to start. Oh, wait. I forgot to put up the round. Yep. Let me put up the round 6. You guys can take this in. Don't vote yet. Let me put in the round 6 fight. Is this 6 or is this 7 or 8? Yeah. Okay.
What day is it?
I have no clue, in all honesty. All righty, so we got Space Family Robinson. And what were these things called again? The power failure aboard the space station forces the Robinsons to land on a planet inhabited by the fierce man-eating Cloblops. So it's Cloblops versus a demon hunter from our Atlas Knight and our Space Family Knight. Wow, that is a cool-ass demon hunter, but I've got to vote for Cloblops. So I'm going Space Family. Eric, what do you say?
Do you remember that Arrested Development episode when blah 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 defended the Cloblops?
I do remember the Modern Family episode where Blah Blah talked about Blah Blah defending the Clawblops.
And with all that, it would just be a shame not to vote for Space Family Robinson.
I think so. I think so. Alrighty, so RDV, where do you go? Demon Hunter versus the Clawblops in Space Family Robinson.
Well, I can tell you this: unlike the Fantastic Four book from last week, this Will Robinson will not be dating a bug in the Clawblops area. I'm going Clawblops. Space Family Robinson. I mean, if I want to see a flaming skull, I'll go to Marvel and I'll read Ghost Rider.
Okay. Alrighty. And let me see. I'm trying to get set for the next round.
Of course, the chat's mixed on this. You know, majority of them should be saying Space Family Robinson, and I am not addressing the other ones. They don't count.
All right, so we've got one Demon Hunter from Eric and Boyd, and then we've got a Space Family Robinson with Ethereal Dragon, and then Demon from Brian Stam, and then we've got another one from Henry. Okay, and strongly disagree. Wet Canvas will wrinkle. Okay, let's see, Robinson's from Va 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 Boom. And we have, let's see, Space Family Robinson from Glimzer as well. All right. Sorry, Space Family Demon Hunter takes this round, says Maranya. And then we have Demon Hunter. I'm a Clawblops blocker, says Dark Admiral. I could do that better. Demon Hunter, I'm a Clawblops blocker.
It's Calapia?
That was from Demon. That was from Dark Admiral. All right, another one, another tough one, says Michael Taylor, voting for Space Family, and Demon Hunter from Christina. And then we have Joe. Oh, wait, no, Demon Hunter is more metal, so Demon Hunter. And then we've from Rhaegar, and it is tied at this point. Space Family Robinson from Joe. And then we have Demon Hunter from MK. Well, the Space Family Robinson were at one time collectively known as Demon Hunter. Alrighty, and then the pterodactyl is bad. It has no body. The legs are just slapped on.
One sleek dude, Space Family for Robinson, he's saying.
And one sleek dude says Space Family. All right.
I got you, bro.
And he says it has more details, even though the skulls are always good. Yeah, both of them are good. Obviously, we're looking at 16 very good covers tonight. So,
what you don't realize that pterodactyl is actually a manta ray, and it's flying towards them, not away.
All right.
No, seriously.
Don's mustache, Demon Hunter, my fine sir. All right. Once again, if you do have a late vote and it changes anything, we will add it in. But for now, Demon Hunter had 8 and Space Family had 10. Alrighty.
They're like, we don't like Dad's comic books. We like the cooler stuff.
Like grandpa's.
Just about.
At this point, it's great grandpa's.
Okay, so let's see. That was mine, and we're gonna move on to round 7. So let me write that in. Round 7.
Where's the hot girl showing the cards?
I know, right?
Look at this, Eric.
Well, I got tits. Does that count? All right, so all righty. So Eric, you start us on what I think is a freaking knockout, but there you go. We have Showcase number 4 versus the Defenders number 66. And this was from our Silver Age Flash and John Buscema shows.
Buscema?
Yeah, sure. I don't know why you say it's a slam dunk, but I just like all the Flash images leading up to the one that where he's busting out of the frame. I've got to go Showcase.
Okay. How do you know I wasn't slam dunking for Showcase?
I can just check the chat and realize that I'm getting to get boat raced here.
RDV, what do you say?
Leading that, I am now the captain of the boat because I'm RDV, because I'm going with Defenders. I love that. It's more colorful, much more 2024. Women in charge with swords.
There you go. Yes, that's why you're voting for it. Yes, the women in charge thing. Yeah, I am voting defenders. It just there's so much detail, so much awesomeness. The colors pop. Both of them would make a great poster, but yeah, absolutely.
She enters Asgard and Odin says, "Sorry, we got to race swap you."
Alrighty, so Brian says defender, so does Glenzer, so does Vava Boom. And then we get our Son of Crom coming in saying showcase. So we got 3 defenders and a showcase.
We're South Carolina. I don't know.
1, 2, 3. Alrighty, next up, Cheapo Comics says defenders. Iconic historical is meaningless. The defenders. So we've got 2 defenders. Vanto. And then the Flash from Joe. Alrighty. And the defenders from Christina. And what happened to the other new guy then? Okay, so despite its simplicity, showcase, says Jackson.
Oh, it's anyone's guess.
Anyone's. Yeah, anybody's guess. Yeah. Let's see. Then we have defenders from Ethereal and Flash tosses in a satchel of 1,000. Alrighty. Thankfully, I'm a Republican. I don't do those kind of things. All right. Even though I love this showcase cover, I think Defenders has more detail and color says one slick. Put me down for the hot blonde Valkyrie, says Rhaegar. Oh, but it. We did that. And if there's a showcase, very cool with with Flash coming out of the film, but Defenders. That was Michael Taylor. All right. Once again, if there's any late votes, we will add them. And if it changes anything, we will change it. But for now, it is a slaughter of sorts. 4 Flash and 12 Defenders. Okay. Now, RDV, you get to you get the last cover in this first bracket.
Say what?
X-Men Teen Titans versus our giant-sized Batman Ra's al Ghul.
You see it's giant size. The one's taking up the board.
I know, right? Yeah, one of them is actually oversized. It's not the one that is oversized.
I own both of these. Well, I own the reprint of the Batman one on the right, but I own the original Teen Titans.
It's almost unfair because to display the cover for X-Men Teen Titans, it takes up most of the page.
Do you want Robin with no color on his legs or Robin dead on the right?
With proper coloring.
Yeah.
The Robin on the right should have the white-ass legs because he's dead. But there you go. All right.
Oh, I'm Stark Admiral. Did we sail past you? I'm sorry. What was your vote?
Flash.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's 5. There we go. All right.
For me, I love X-Men Titans. I love the stuff, but I'm going Neil Adams. I'm going with Batman on the right.
All right.
That is Ra's al Ghul.
And Eric.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to something I saw in a previous comment. Iconic. Doesn't matter. We're ranking covers. I'm going Batman.
All righty.
It's just better.
Okay. All right. So we're leaving this train station 2-1. Let's see how it plays out in the chat. X-Men Teen Titans, says Glenzer. All righty. So we are tied. And then we have Titans from Rhaegar and X-Men Teen Titans from Ethereal.
I feel bad because we ran over him with the boat, Dark Admiral.
X Titans is good, but Batman has the better art. Batman, says Jackson. Alrighty, and then we've got Brian saying tough call, coin flip, Batman. And then we have X-Men New Teen Titans from Cheapo. And then we have Batman from One Slick, and then X-Men Teen Titans from Joe. And then Son of Crom says, going old school again, Batman. All right, and next up, Batman for Vava Boom and Christina. And let's see. X-Men is great, but got to go Batman, says Michael Taylor. And X-Men Teen Titans from Dark Admiral. Okay, I have crossover. Batman is classic for a reason and should win this round. Okay, Simonson Austin, X-Men Titans, Neil Adams, Batman is too dirty looking. Alrighty. And then we have, I'm thinking about Harry says small. Okay, Henry, is that likely the image you got? It doesn't. No, that's the way the cover looks.
You don't like you don't like the dirt and grime on the gritty Batman. You like the shiny. Everything is clean.
Really? Like that's the way you're going to go. You're actually actually politicking for a comic book cover.
No. It sounds like you prefer baseball because it's warm.
Yeah, okay.
A real man like football. That's what it sounded like. His argument.
God bless George Carlin. All righty, kids. This was a close one. For most of it, it was tied, but then we got one cover pulling away just a little bit, and it's 8-10 in Batman's favor.
And it is true. I agree with Rhaegar. Dark Admiral, if you were a pirate, you wouldn't have got hijacked. You wouldn't have ridden over the boat.
Yeah.
You know what was? This was not only are these two great covers. These are two incredible stories.
They are. And I'm trying not to let the story influence me, but that freaking Ra's al Ghul on the cover there looks like a dead Robin, and Batman's emotion just freaking out. Like, it's the guy who normally doesn't scream.
Alrighty. By all means, please keep the chat going as I get the next round ready.
Holding hands. Yes, Dark Admiral.
As I get the next bracket ready. Read comments and
yes, we will read comments.
Thank you.
Any of that is likely the image she got. It doesn't look that bad in other versions I've seen. That is true. Do not fault the comic up there. Fault the man who put it there.
Yeah, because that's proven very successful. Like I don't throw in tantrums. All right.
What? I've never seen that, and not even on Saturday nights. You've never done that.
No, not at all.
Thank you, Rhaegar. I appreciate that you were able to correct your grievous mistake.
The Lord Governor. Yes. Honestly, if you ever want to see Breen being a comic noob, and we're basically my level. I'd say my level. I'm fairly new into comic books, as far as I'm more back age stuff. You bring on Paulo, and then you bring on Joe Corwa. Oh, and then those guys. It just like Breen's kind of quiet. I noticed.
No, I know as much about comics as those two. Paulo is a historian, so he knows comics history better than anybody I've ever spoken to.
Joe knows a lot of the stuff too. As far not as I'd say, goes Paulo, then Joe, and then you. It's because you're not like they know the behind the scenes stuff. You know the actual comic book that the story.
I was about to say, if you're talking about behind the scenes stuff, I'd challenge Eric.
Well, I think you probably know more behind that. You're like, I don't know, it'd be close, but yeah, I'm more of the comics themselves.
Yeah, I often get you often correct me on stuff that like I'll miss a number, like I'll say 256 when it's 257 like or
Dr. Silver says.
That's minutia. I'm talking about what happened in books and stuff like that. I care more about that. I mean, I've tried to read history books, but it doesn't stick as much as the stories do.
Yeah, and if you want to learn more about some of the stuff and just appreciation for Eric, check out Dr. Silver Saturday mornings and 10 Eastern, right? The 10 Eastern, 9 Eastern, I can't remember what it is. But I love watching him and Shannon, and Rod's always like, man, I wish I was like Breen. I wish I could just like remember things. It's like,
I wish I could remember things.
I know that's the thing. It's like you remember like the comic book stuff, but like the rest of us remember other things that you probably should know more. It's like the thing you should probably not they cannot take you further in life and survival skills. Is you know that. But 10 Eastern. Thank you, Michael Taylor. Michael's a regular there too. So Maranya's got she's the hammer in that moderator chat on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, it said not only is Paulo a historian, he's got as close to a photographic memory as anybody I've ever heard.
If you're ever in the morning, you should stop by and watch the Dr. Silverage's thing in the morning.
If I'm ever up in the morning.
Well, your age
happen,
might not be.
Not happening, bro. no disrespect for Dr. Silverage. I'm usually going to sleep.
Oh! I thought we were talking about the other part in the window. Okay. Man. At his age, morning wood is no longer a thing.
Actually, it very much is. So I don't know why we're talking about that, but yeah. Let's see.
I'm distracting the troops for you, okay? Look at we gained more viewers.
Okay, let me see.
That's high praise coming from Eric Breen. Eric only has the highest of praises.
Let's see. No. We have one.
Also, Graphic Man's gonna be back this week. I saw.
What's he doing tomorrow?
Some it was not Comic Illustrated. It was something like a. Hold on.
Sorry about this, guys. Getting the next round ready.
He is doing Paperback Reader number 5.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure.
I think he pre-records those.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow. I've got 2 readings scheduled to go from 7 o'clock. I don't know. Yeah, 8 Eastern, I think is mine. Tomorrow. So check out that stuff. There's going to be a lot of content on the Geek and Puppet Show this whole entire week through. So if you missed something, you can go back and watch and replay.
All righty. I do believe I've got them all set again. And who started last time? It was RDV. And so it's my turn to start this next. Oh, I got to put the overlays in. I am an amateur. All righty. So where do we start?
Said no one ever.
Well, actually more. Yeah, I think you missed the joke on that one. Okay.
There was a joke.
Now, yep. Now we're putting up the next 8 covers against each other, and we are on round 9.
Round 9.
Fight. Okay, and let's see. Ba-do, ba-do, ba-do. I notice how when I'm silent, we get more viewers. All righty, so it's my turn to start us off in round 9.
And they're gone.
The Twilight Zone versus Batman.
Just lost one.
Oh, really? Somebody jumped out? No, actually, we gained one. Thank you very much.
No, we were 22. We were now 21.
Hello. All right, MK, you need to come up here and voice that. But okay, look, I said it the last time. I'm going to say it again. Looking at them side to side, and yes, I've seen all this cover, all forms. There's just way too much coolness and detail in that Twilight Zone cover. I am absolutely still on the Twilight Zone train on this one. Alrighty. How about you, Eric Breen?
Well, you can give my seat away because I just jumped off.
Alrighty. 1 for Batman, 1 for Twilight. How about you, Ard?
Imagine in a world where Twilight defeats Batman. I don't want to be in the world. Awesome. I don't want to be in the world. That's why I'm going with Batman.
All righty. Let's see. Going to the chat, and right away, Batman gets its 3rd vote with Jackson. All righty. Let's see. Twilight Zone from Glinzer, One Slick, and Eric and Boyd. Vanto Entre. And let's see. I like Twilight Zone, says Rhaegar. And Michael says, very tough one, Batman. All righty. 1 for Twilight Zone, 1 for Batman. Maranya says it's a losing battle, but I vote Batman.
Yep. I'm with Captain America.
Okay. Twilight Zone from Dark Admiral and Ethereal Dragon and Joe. So we have 3 for Twilight Zone. And then You Suck, E. I Hate This, Batman. I hate this Batman too. That's why I went Twilight Zone. Alrighty. Cleopatra says Henry. Alrighty, and then we have let's see, close. Batman says va 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 boom. Batman versus the Cheetah. Have to throw my vote to Batman grieving, says MK. Okay, and then Rod Serling is the GOAT, says Rhaegar. Alrighty, and let's see, absolutely, says Dark Admiral. Alrighty, let me get the stop, and if there is a last minute bid,
it's not going to matter.
Alrighty, let's see. We have 8 for one and 9 for the other, and the one is the Twilight Zone. Yeah, it's this was very close.
Wow, I thought it looked like a blowout.
Well, the thing is we would get 3 for one and then 3 for the other, and they kept catching up to each other. So, yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, that's where that one stands. Twilight Zone. Alrighty. And what is I haven't written them down here, so let me go with this. Alrighty. I'm actually this one I think I'm gonna lose. But here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty, and that is. And 12 is, there we go. Okay, now I've got them all written down and ready to go. Let me write in the round 10 for everybody. All kidokis. Sorry, I'd give the TZ cover to a GOAT, says Jackson. Alrighty, and let's see, round 10. Fight. And put that in there. The girl on the Batman cover must be standing in a hole. Okay. Alrighty. And it is Eric's turn to start us off. And it's Punisher versus the Spectre.
129.
Alrighty. Easy vote for you.
It was.
Okay. How about you, RDV?
Punisher, shoot that hand.
Alrighty. And I'm voting for that hand. Okay, so let's see how it goes here. Whoop, we need a few more. They did a facsimile of this Batman. All righty. Let's see. No contest. Punisher, says Maranya. Spidey again, says Jackson. And Dark Admiral says Spidey. So right away, we've got 3. 1, 2, and 3. All righty. I'm so used to us talking over this that the votes are coming in really, really quickly. Okay, so we got Maranya, Dark Admiral. Okay, Brian Stam says Punisher. Baba Boom says Spectre. Okay, and then we have, let's see, Spider-Man from One Slick, Glenzer, Joe. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And then 1 from MK for the Spectre. Amazing Spider-Man on target again with Punny. So we got, and then we've got Cheryl saying Punisher, Ethereal saying Spider-Man. No contest, Gil Kane. Spider-Man says Henry. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. And Tough, Spectre says Rhaegar. And let's see, it's very tough, says Michael, voting Spectre. And Spectre got his ass whipped. That is 12-5. Oh, he's no good for Spectre. He no gonna win. Alrighty, so let's get stopped there. And RDV, it's your turn to start us off. Let me get in the round 11. Round 11. Fight. And hello to Shirls. Okay, so here we go. RDV, you have Infinity Gauntlet versus Space Family Robinson.
I'm going with my heart. Unfortunately, my heart's going to get stomped on by people who love George Perez, but I'm going with Space Family Robinson.
Okay.
I'll wear your grandpa's clothes and read his comics.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
Oh, you knocked my club off. I'm going George.
Yeah, both Eric and I are about to stomp on RDV's heart. Okay, so that's 2 for Infinity. I didn't vote for him last time, but have to this time. Going to the chat. Ethereal says IG. And then we have Infinity Gauntlet from Glenzer and Space Family Robinson from Baba Boom. Next up, Infinity Gauntlet from Cheapo Comics, Eric and Boyd, Jackson Raykirk, Brian Stam, and Shirls. And Maranya says Infinity Gauntlet punches out the Space Family for the win. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wait, not Shirls. Betrayed again.
Betrayed. Are we doing Mel Brooks now? Infinity Gauntlet from Joe.
No one's
And
doing
this
Mel
is so
Brooks.
unfair, says Rhaegar, giving it to Infinity Gauntlet. One Slick says Infinity Gauntlet as well. 1, 2, and 3. And Space Family for MK. George Perez and Henry, and Henry says Henry. There you go. And let's see, Infinity Gauntlet from Dark Admiral and Michael Taylor. Okay. So that was not close. Okay. Not even close to close, because that time it was 15-3 in Space Family's favor. Yes, I called it that way. It is now law. Okay, no, Infinity. George Perez and Henry say Henry. Okay. All righty, and then it's I close out this round. And wait, yeah, and I've got Astro City versus the Defenders. All right, let me get that round 12. Round 12. Fight. Okay. And oof. Oh my gosh, this is truly skill versus just bam. God, I do love the technicalities on that painting, but I've got to go Defenders. All righty, Eric, what do you say?
I'm gonna keep dying on losing the Astro City.
Okay, you can't blame you. It's such a great freaking cover.
Well,
All right,
I'll have another chance to bet or vote against the Defenders, I believe.
RDV, where do you go?
Astro City.
Astros. No, we're not doing that now. Okay.
Okay. Astro City.
All right. Let's go to the chat. And it's Defenders from Glenzer, Astro City from Jackson Roykirk. All righty. And we're tied. Well, actually, Astro City is in the lead. Okay. And then we have Defenders from One Slick, Brian Stam, and an MK with Astro City. 1 and 2, and boom, we're tied again. All righty, Defenders from Michael Taylor and Ethereal Dragon and Rhaegar saying you already know Defenders. All right, so that's 3 for the Defenders. 1 and 2 and 3. Let's see, Defenders from Dark Admiral from Joe. Alrighty, and then we've got Boom saying Astro City, really an impressive piece of work. It really is. It truly is. Defenders took out the real best cover of the round, so I'll vote Defenders, says Maranya. And let's see, Defenders from Henry, as well as Shirls. Okay. And then we've got Eric Boyd saying Astro City. And we have, they never say city when England team. It's because I'm not there, says MK. I've got you back, Breen, but then again, I'd rather you front or me that, wait, what? I don't know. I don't even want to know. That figures. Let's see. It's, let's see. Astro City has 6 and Defenders has 12. So Defenders moves forward. Okay. And once again, just need a touch to fix these up already. And let me go to this. And we have 9, 10, 11, 12. Alrighty. Guys, by all means, read off some, if you got some, we got some comments.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this and it's weird. I guess I'm just missing it because This cover didn't stand out among the covers before or after it in this run.
Yeah.
I've just never dreamt that this would be something that would not only win a night, but has a very good shot of winning tonight.
That is something. All right.
Yeah, not that this particular Astro City is something I said, man, it's the best thing I've ever seen. But it's weird. I mean, it's like, to me, 66 is just another Defenders cover. But I said it keeps winning.
Because to others it isn't?
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, it's a fine cover, and honestly, the one after was probably done by Herb Trimp, so it probably wasn't anywhere near as good. But that's just weird. I mean, I've never had occasion to keep staring at it like I have these two nights, and I said it's just
And still, you don't see what other people see in it.
No. I'm not saying it's not a good cover. I don't know that it's Final Four worthy among the covers we've seen. I mean, I voted against it twice. I mean, that's just personal preference.
You'll probably vote against it a third time.
I guarantee I will.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All righty. Okay. Top 4. Let's go round 13, ladies and gentlemen. Round 13. Fight. Wait, isn't there? Okay. Anyway. Let me put this up, and I started this one. So, Eric.
Okay, we're in the Final Four now.
We're in the Final Four. And, I forgot the overlays again.
Wait. Shouldn't there be a song for that?
The Final Four? It's the final count. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, should we cue up One Shining Moment?
I don't know that song.
I know you don't, because it's from Sports Ball.
Every
That's what they play at the Final Four.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely don't know basketball. Boom, boom. I know that one. That's my Sports Ball song.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, you're definitely going to vote against this one with what it's against, because in all honesty, the Defenders is back, but this time it's up against Batman. There we go. And Eric, you're starting us off.
Batman.
All righty, we got Batman versus the Defenders. RDV.
No, not Defenders. Batman.
All right. Ah, goodness. I am probably going to get my ass whipped on this one because I'm the holdout for the Defenders. All righty. Defenders are known for their fantastic action-packed covers, says Michael Taylor. But the first vote is for not just the first vote, but the first, the second, the third, and if Batman doesn't win this vote, the vote is 2020. So I'm assuming Maranya is voting for Batman. So is Michael Taylor. All right, we've got 5 out the gate. 7 if you include panel 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All righty. And then Brian says I have to go Defenders, but so does Eric and Boyd, Ethereal Dragon, and Dark Admiral. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not even going to be close.
Eric.
And then we have Valkyrie from Rhaegar.
It happens
Next
every
up,
week.
We have Defenders from One Slick and Henry. All righty. Cheryl says Defenders. And Boom says Batman. All righty. Let's see. Batman is going to be a hard one to vote against, says Michael Taylor. It is
not for the 8 people in a row that did.
Goodness. Do we have any more votes? As he waits to see what's going on. Yeah. Let's see. 14 would be. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Let's get the stop then. Okay. Let me try that again. Passes over Satchel. In all honesty, you don't need 1,000 votes for anything to win on this one. You said not going to be close. In all honesty, it is 8-10 8-9 in Defender's favor. All righty. So yes, you'll have to look at it one more round, sir. All right, but let's see what it goes up against. And that is RDV. You start us off. Punisher versus Infinity Gauntlet.
Punisher.
All righty. And
It's so easy, even a caveman can do it.
Yeah. Okay, Eric.
Defenders. Fuck it.
All right, but for now,
Spider-Man.
Okay. I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys on this one. Infinity Gauntlet. That's funny. I would have had it out like the first round, but now I'm defending it. Infinity Gauntlet from Baba Boom, and Amazing Spider-Man from Glenzer. Alrighty. And then we have Infinity Gauntlet from Shirls and Punisher for the win. Better snipe defenders. So it's Infinity Gauntlet versus Punisher there. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man from One Slick, and Joe says Spidey as well. All righty. Infinity Gauntlet from Arturo. And we have this show is living up to its billing. Very tough calls. Spider-Man from Eric and Boyd. I thought I'd never vote against Perez. Give it to Spider-Man. Okay, so we got two more right there. Punisher, I'm going to hate the final round, says Brian Stam. Let's see. Bring me Thanos, says Rhaegar. And Spider-Man from Michael Taylor, but Infinity Gauntlet from Dark Admiral. Alrighty. And let's see. Ethereal says Spider-Man. And we have Henry Bastard. I love both artists. George Perez, Gil Kane, but Spider-Man 129 is my selection. Alrighty, and so does MK. Ladies and gentlemen, this was not close. Alrighty. And the one that goes on to go up against the Defenders is the Punisher. Alrighty. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Let me get this ready here. Alrighty. So what makes that Punisher cover, Eric, so cool to you?
It's striking.
Yeah.
It's a great introduction to a new character. The Spider-Man pose is great. You got the explosions in the background from, like, I guess all the shots he's missed. Bouncing, and maybe a little over dramatic, but and he's got one coming out of the gun in the cover. The scope, the circle and the scope. It's awesome, and the words don't get in the way.
The skull is frightening.
It's just very, I said, and for the first time you saw the character, it's cool as hell.
Well, look at this. Look at his white gloves. I was they're stupid, but look how he's holding the gun. It lines up the skull perfectly on his chest with the white glove.
Alrighty.
That's cool.
Here it is. I think I'm the one that starts this off.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wrong one. Sorry. Wrong one. Wrong
Defenders
one.
again? What? No.
I know. Well, yeah. But there you go. And this is the right one, right? Okay, hold on. I put in the wrong one. There we go. Okay, here we go.
So who won last one?
All right. I read off who won the last one. That's why the Punisher's here. Alrighty, for me. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. The Defenders is a great cover. The Defenders has colors that really pop. But when you're looking at them side to side, the one that the eye is drawn to, for me anyway, is absolutely the Punisher. Alrighty. And how about you, Eric?
Gee. Do I break with tradition? Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yes.
And RDV.
All I see is Batman Defenders up. Is that what we're voting on?
No, you're behind.
I don't know what the heck. You were fooling around with stuff, and it went back to that. So I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, it did originally show as Batman, so yeah, maybe you.
Hold on a second. Let me. Stupid ads on your phone. Ah. So you got Batman versus Teen Titans. No, wait, that's it's behind.
yeah.
All right, Spider-Man.
Okie dokie.
It just shows the Neil Adams versus Defenders. That's what I was confused about.
Oh, yeah. This it's showing even on YouTube right now, the proper one.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
Look at his boot gun. Okay. And then let's see. I'm just kidding. Amazing Spider-Man says Dark Admiral already. And we have Amazing Spider-Man from Jackson. And then we have Defenders from Rhaegar. Defenders from Cheryl is eye-catching for me, she says.
Now,
And we have Boom with the Defenders.
Eric,
And let's see, despite the details on Defenders, but Spidey Punisher for the win.
you know what I do? I want to take a mash of these covers. I'm going to take it so the Defenders is essentially the scope of the Punisher. That'd be great.
All right. MK says Spider-Man. So does Eric and Boyd and Glenzer. 1, 2, and 3. And then we have what else is new? Tough one. But Spider-Man, says Michael Taylor. What I always look at, because of the design of the lines on Spider-Man's glove, you could see the twist in Spidey's left hand. It's great. Gil Kane was Spider-Man 129. It's the best. You skipped me, England team, did I?
I don't even see you out there. Where you are?
No, I don't see you up here, Maranya. Yeah, I'm not seeing your comment here. Let me look.
I see.
YouTube's.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing.
I don't see. Yeah, the only thing I see is you telling me I skipped you.
Yep.
But,
Round.
Okay. What were you saying about the gloves on the Punisher?
I had said it. Well, now hey, it updated for me finally.
Okay.
No. So when he's holding the gun, look where his glove is. Has the white glove. It lines up with the skull on his chest. I never noticed that until now. But I like that because I always thought like the white gloves, white boots were hokey. But I love it. So when he's holding the gun properly like that, an angle, you can see the skull.
Oh, that's right. The wrist helps to make the skull. That's right. That is really good. All right, no freaking contest. Punisher, go take out the Defenders, Frank. All righty, and you know what? You guys definitely did. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, Walt Disney Entertainment is proud to present your dinner. No, well, that's weird. All righty, kids, and we have the winner, Punisher, Amazing Spider-Man number 129, awesome cover, is the winner for this one. I like doing these things at the end of every season.
I'm going to put a little context to this.
Okay.
It's a story about this little mid-major comic book called Defenders 66.
All right.
About 15 years ago, Butler, a tiny, well, not a tiny, but a small school in Indiana, actually got to the finals 2 years in a row.
Okay.
The first year, they missed a three-pointer from half court. It rimmed out that would have sent the game into overtime. So they lost to Heartbreaker. But the next year they got there, they got to the finals and got Spider-Man 129.
All right. So they got their asses supremely whipped.
Yes.
All right. But hey, they made it, right?
Oh, that first one was against Duke, and that was just like a getting kicked in the balls like that Steve-O's gif.
Right. Let's see. If Defenders had won, I would have consoled myself that at least it was done by Big John. No defending the like button, everybody. Give it a smash, says Dark Admiral. Great idea. Also, the Ko-Fi link is in the description. By all means, please hit that as well. And tomorrow, man, this is taking some time. Have a good night, Brian. Tomorrow we are going to the decade 2000, and we're going to be doing the best of, or at least some most interesting of DC Comics 2000. Now I'm going through. Oh, by the way, I'm also returning it to the roots. When we first did these with the 60s, the 70s, they were number ones. I kind of lost that with the 80s and 90s, and then I remembered. So I've been going through all the DC comics and all the Marvel comics for 2000s that are issue number ones. And I got to tell you, 2000s suck. 2000, where it's going to be I'm going to try to find some cool covers, but 2000s suck as far as those covers. So, hey, come and help us rank some sucky ass DC comic covers tomorrow. All righty. That being said, thanks for hanging out for the bracket. What were you saying there?
I would say, hell, there's not a bad JSA cover in that entire first run.
Number ones.
I like the first one. It was a nice Alan Davis cover.
We'll find that one.
Yes and no, Glinzer. Sometimes I do mean the Jameson and the whiskey. Sometimes I don't.
All right. All righty, kids. That being said, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Go on over to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the tip jar if you don't mind helping out the channel or my family. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a great night.
Good night, kids.